a good seat, but it gets messy.
Now, of course, our view is that Toney is dominating this fight. That may or may not be the view of the judges. And we would caution you that people have wondered about scoring in the Toney-McCallum fights before, both ways. See, the double jabs of Toney, that's what he needs to do. Walk McCallum down and throw those punches with authority. And Mike McCallum, for his part, I just don't think offensively he's getting too much done here.
Midway point of round 9.
Good.
Step.
Well, we asked the question at the beginning, the question of age of Mike McCallum, conditioning for James Toney. We're getting into the rounds where the answers to those two questions will be readily available.
Final minute of round 9.
Toney has made so much better use of his jab in this round, both to the body and the head. McCallum has done nothing offensively.
Hey, don't punch, don't punch. Let him out, Mike. Let him out. Step around. Come out. Hands
Really
up,
has
guys.
been the tone of this entire 9th round. It's been a McCallum retreat.
I think the cut bothered him, and I think Mike McCallum is not as fresh as he should be right now. And I still believe James Toney is underutilizing his left hook, which is the punch that really worked for him early.
Both work to the body. Round 9 coming to an end. Scheduled for 12. Toney and McCallum on ESPN's Championship Boxing. Mohegan Sun in Uncasville, Connecticut. ESPN's Championship Boxing returns Friday, March 14th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Kevin Kelly against David Toledo as Kelly defends his WBU featherweight championship out.
That should be a good fight. We've seen David Toledo versus Kevin Kelly always in a good fight. There's the cut. They've done a very good job. Miguel Diaz, in addition to being a great trainer, is a superb cut man and often is employed for that skill.
Yeah, but McCallum started rubbing what they put on his cut, and he seemed to almost wipe it in his eye. We start round number 10.
Toney making a very good use of his jab as he was in the last round, pushing McCallum back with that punch.
Third meeting between these two. Toney won one. They had a draw in the second. Actually, Toney won the second, and it was a draw in the first.
The jab is very close here. McCallum, it's the one area where McCallum has done well, but he's done so little in other areas that's why we believe he's probably losing this fight, although, again, the judges will have the final say on that.
You and I have it fairly lopsided in favor of Toney.
We do, but there have been moments when judges have not totally agreed with us.
Hey, look at us in the fight that we started tonight with Mullings and Joseph. You and I both thought Mullings was a winner. One judge saw it 78-74 for Joseph.
That was astonishing. You could have given Joseph a 1-point win, but 4 points is pretty excessive.
Especially in an 8-round fight.
Yeah, really. McCallum going downstairs to the body a little bit. I am really, truthfully appalled that Toney's corner has not suggested to him to take that step to the left and throw that hook. Freddie Roach is a very, very experienced corner man. And the fact that they can't see that that's wide open, there's the hook. He could throw that punch all night, but for reasons known only to them, they're not urging him to do it.
Well, in defense of Freddie, maybe he did whisper it to Toney and we didn't hear it. He's not following.
Well, possibly.
When he's used it, it's worked.
Oh man, I mean, he can, and when he doubles with it, it really is effective. And it started in round 1. And on top of all that, the man is cut on the right eye. Every time you throw a hook, it's going to land on that cut.
Toney fights his way off the ropes. right from Toney, and he backs away. Ring 21 feet by 21 feet. Fairly large ring. Round 10 coming to an end.
5 seconds.
And that is the end of round 10. We'll take you to the corner of Mike McCallum. His trainer, Miguel Diaz, will also work on that cut.
Breathe deep. Breathe deep. Michael, we're losing the fight by 2 points. In order to get a draw, you have to at least knock him down or win these 2 rounds big. Other than that, we lose the fight. I can tell you plainly than that. I cannot tell you more plain than that. You have to go all the way. Jason said, oh, I start the fight. Why taking fucking punches for nothing? You have to go. You want to go or you want to stop?
Come on. Come on, man. You gotta drop that hammer, baby. That's your power punch, remember?
Don't take the grease away.
Come on, right there, doctor.
Pretty ugly cut on the right eyelid of Mike McCallum. You heard Miguel Diaz say, you need a knockdown or a knockout or some big points in these last 2 rounds if you want to win. So Miguel Diaz sees it sort of the way you and I do.
Yeah, I mean, he's giving his fighter what he believes is an objective view of this bout. And we would certainly feel that, like Miguel Diaz, that McCallum is far behind. But the judges may or may not be seeing it that way.
Take a look at the punches in round 10.
There's Toney with actually not such a big edge, so I gave him the last round. Diaz's assessment of where McCallum's at in this fight, I think, is a pretty realistic one. But again, as I say, the judges may or may not agree with him.
Counter right by McCallum after he ate a combination. Go ahead, Al.
No, both men landed good power shots. We're not seeing them land those good, solid power shots as much as we might.
Talk about these late rounds. They've both been there, done that. You go past the 8th round. Toney's been there 24 times and McCallum 20.
They're very experienced.
They each have 1 11th round knockout in their careers. Good hook to the body from Toney.
Good body work by Toney, and I think that really stunned Mike McCallum. That was a great body shot. I don't know if Toney realizes McCallum was so shook, but I think that left hook to the body took a lot out of Mike McCallum. And again, what was it? A left hook. And McCallum, I have to say this for him, he stayed active in terms of number of punches.
Does McCallum have enough pop to hurt Toney?
Well, he doesn't look like he's hurting him to me, but again, oh, nice right by McCallum.
Yeah, that wasn't that